Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, September 30th. Tomorrow we start the new month of October, and September is going to go in the books as quite a warm one, being over 4 degrees per day above normal. For the headlines today, though, again, we've got flood watches across much of south central and southeastern lower Michigan, and we're going to get more rain, possibly some thunderstorms, rinse and repeat, and this will continue right on through Saturday, maybe even a few showers hanging around to Sunday. Next week looks much better, at least for Monday and Tuesday and part of Wednesday. We'll have sunshine and temperatures in the 70s, and then we got a pretty strong storm we're going to keep an eye on for later on next week. Maybe towards Thursday we could get temperatures up close to 80 degrees, but that may bring along with it some pretty strong thunderstorms. So we got a lot of time to look at that system. If we look at the normals for the day, our normal high is 67, the normal low is 43. And on this date, back in 1899, we had a low of 27 degrees, and also on that same day, we had a trace of snowfall. If we look at the conditions around the area yesterday, you can see many of the locations in the low to mid 60s, so it was a little bit on the cool side, but with warm overnight lows, we actually ended up above normal. And you can see some of the big winners: Lansing, 1.22 inches of rain; Clarksville, 0.6 of an inch; over an inch at Jasper. So plenty of rainfall out there, especially across the areas where there are flood watches out. If we look at some of the rainfall totals from around the area here over the last several days since this big upper low came into the area, Lansing right now leading the way at 1.56 inches of rain, with Jasper at 1.41, nearly an inch at Blissfield and Middleton. And you can see as we go down the chart, we'll add to those totals today for sure. If we look at the current conditions around the area, you can see with that flash flood watch across many locations across southeast lower Michigan, our temperatures right now in the upper 50s to low 60s, and you can see not a whole lot of precipitation in most areas since midnight, but next surge of rain will be moving into the area. If we look at the next screen, you can see the satellite in motion here as that activity continues to rotate around that big upper low. That upper low now is going to move right up to lower Michigan here over the next 24 hours, and then finally it's going to begin to move to the northeast once that gets through. And you can see on radar that activity pinwheeling around that upper low. And again, we could expect more in the way of showers, and with some of the afternoon instability increasing as that low moves into the state, look for a chance for some thunderstorms across the area. If we look at the weather map this morning, you can see that big upper low continues, that stack low continues to sit near the Indiana-Kentucky border, and it's going to move to the north again into Michigan here over the next 24 to 36 hours. And by the time we get into Sunday, that upper low is now going to be on the move, heading to the northeast and out of the picture by Monday as it looks right now. If we look at the conditions that we expect by this time next Tuesday, temperatures will be around 70 degrees with plenty of sunshine, as you can see I've got pointed out. And the European model by next Thursday gives us highs in the upper 70s to around 80, but we'll have to watch that storm as it moves through with a pretty strong cold front. If we look at the precipitation amounts here over the next 72 hours, the heaviest amounts will be across the thumb area as it looks right now, but all the MAC locations could pick up anywhere between about 3/4 of an inch to as much as 1.5 inches or more in some isolated areas. Again, that's today into early Sunday before that activity moves out of the area. As far as the excessive rain potential for today, you can see this area across southeast lower Michigan has a chance for excessive rain and flooding conditions, with the marginal risk across most of the MAC area, also back into southwest Ontario as well. If we look at the precipitation over the next 6 to 10 days, again, we're going to have a dry period from later on Sunday into perhaps Wednesday, maybe even early Thursday, and then our next batch of rain will begin to move in right about the time that 6 to 10 day outlook starts, and that would be around next Thursday. And again, we should have more precipitation. As far as temperatures, looks like much of the eastern half, a third of the country, is going to be above normal. This trough here will begin to moderate as it moves to the east here in the 8 to 14 day outlook. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great Friday. Bring your rain gear to the game, and a great weekend, and 73s to all.